Slow and steady. Slow and steady.
Welcome to the Footy Super Show. And now, here's Will and Sam.
And welcome to the Footy Super Show, episode number 20. The man is back, Sam Kerridge.
Thanks, Mike. It's good to be back. Did you miss me?
I did miss you.
Yeah.
Missed you because there's a lot happening, and we wanted to hang a bit of shit on you, and you weren't here to hang anything on.
You know what? I was making my way down the highway. I had a bit of a work conference, and I was expecting a bit of phone in, a bit of live action, but didn't quite get it going. I was bitterly disappointed, but that's okay.
Anyway, we
move on.
We do move on.
We do.
Big news though, mate. I think one minute Rod's thrown you under the bus because I've now taken a 2-point lead in the tipping competition. And I think it's fair to say we can start talking about your punishment.
That's all well and good, but if Mitchie's going to do that, Mitchie's part of it.
Half. Or I could just be a good bloke and say I'm only up by 1. And then we can roll into the last round.
No. We played this fairly, so hey, it's not over till the fat lady sings.
That's right.
As they say. So
getting my vocals ready.
Watch this space.
Anyway, how did you put in the weekend off, mate? The training?
Yeah, we did. We had a really good session. We probably aren't quite in a position to have the night off. There's obviously big games coming up. We've got 6 or 7 coming back from injury, so we need to get some time into them. So we've had a really good 2 weeks on the track. The body appreciated. 8 games in a row at my age is no good for anyone. So a bit of time with the kids and stuff, so it was nice.
Beautiful. What I'm hearing is he's refreshed, recharged, and ready to rock and roll for finals football. Let's take a look at the highlights from the weekend that was, thanks to Sunraysia Football Netball League and their naming rights partner, Barry Plant. Another weekend of highlights, another Jake Thrum exhibition as Ripple went down to Robinvale and got the chockies on the weekend, mate.
They did. Pretty fierce contest this one, but your man Thrummy stood up again, which was great. 29 disposals, 24 kicks, 8 marks, 9 tackles, just the usual. But it was a pretty heated contest down there. There seems to be a bit of fire when these two sides come together. And it was a pretty tight contest to probably half time and then just flexed the muscles.
It was a good game of football. Sort of ebbed and flowed back and forth. And we've touched on this bloke a few times throughout the year. Keenan Wade continues to put together a pretty good season, mate. He's had 22 touches, 5 rebound 50s, 7 marks, and seems to be just a mainstay, real pivotal piece. That's all.
He is, and he's just a great size too. He's a booming kick of the footy. Seems to get himself in some really good positions and a bit of dare and flair there too. I haven't taken a bounce in 15 years and he just tucked it on the wing and said, see you later. But no, I think he's an underrated piece to Orimple's chances of success.
Absolutely. Good to see this man back. 5 snags straight from the weekend from Nick Pezzaniti. Showing glimpses of 2017. Crazy to think this man could come back with a few goals in the weekend and win Orimple's goal kick for only 6 games. Yeah,
it's probably not great signs for the Ouyen forwards and maybe a little feedback for the boys. But, he's been a staple for the footy club and the SFNL for a long time now, and obviously a bit of a layoff with injuries over the last couple of years. So to see him up and about kicking some snags is good. He's always good for a celebration, isn't he?
Yeah. He's come off a knee recount too, so he's put in the work. Ultimate professional, hasn't missed the training, has a crack. Dodgy snuck in 5 goals too for Robinvale and was really the main focus point for them up forward.
Yeah, he was. And he's probably been a little bit hit and miss this year. He's had some really good games, kicked a bag of 5 and a couple of 6s, I think, throughout the season, and then quiet in a couple, which is always hard coming into a new competition, playing in a side that you haven't played in before. But yeah, showed some really good signs, fought right through to the end, and he'll be a big one for Robinvale next week if they're going to go deep.
Right, and we go down to Blackburn Park where Ouyen United's gone Wentworth. Kane Sherlock doing what Sherlock does. 26 disposals, 8 rebound 50s. Interesting in this game, 35 plus mark authority for the game and 35 under. So plus your stat.
Yeah, which is huge. And I feel like if Ouyen win, this guy, Sherlock, and obviously Johnson on the screen, are their two pivotal players.
Yep.
If you just let them run around and do what they like, you're going to find it very difficult. But yeah, Johnson's had another huge day. 35 disposals, 26 kicks, 18 contested possessions, 11 marks, 10 inside 50s, 10 clearances, and 183 ranking points.
Unbelievable. I'll be interested to have a chat with the coach, Nathan, later about who he thinks might be the McLeod medal favourite.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear that because I think they both fancy themselves just quietly.
Yes. Speaking of McLeod medal contenders, Montgomery, pivotal for the win for South Mildura, and they keep their season alive.
They do, and what a cracking game of footy this was. Obviously, Merbean got out to a really hot start and put themselves in a really strong position in the first quarter, being a couple of goals up. But South never die attitude, which they've seemed to really rally around the last couple of weeks, got them back in the game, and away they went.
Yeah, if they make it, they're going to be a dangerous prospect come finals time. They're top six as good as any, and when you've got the three Nagels in there, anything can happen.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. This man's had an underrated season. I think he's flown under the radar. He's just got back from Europe too. He just said, I've had that good of a season. I'm just going to take 4 or 5 weeks off with the lovely, and we're just going overseas. So, yeah, he was good to be back. He's had 32, 9 contested, 7 marks, 10 rebound 50s. He came off as clean as he did go on at the start.
Yep, obviously took it fairly easy on the pasta and the croissants over in Europe. Come back in great nick. Unfortunately, didn't get the result for him. Hey, what about this bloke for South? Is it a bit of a byproduct of having the Nagels in the side with Kev McDonald get probably a lesser defender and snagging 5 on the weekend?
Yeah, and he's been a handful a couple of times this year, which has been really good for South's point of view because, as you said, their top 6 is really important to them, but it's guys like this that play a pivotal role and I think how far they can go. And to bowl up and kick 5 against a side like Merbean's fantastic to see. And
kicked a few points too. Could have been more. So he's getting plenty of it. As is this man, always blast in front of goals. Tipper slides in for 5 snags. And coming up against you boys on the weekend, they've got to be playing for their chance to play finals. You're going to have to stick it back.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's just someone you can't sleep on. And, you know, it might get to 3/4 time and you think, I've done great here. I've got him beat. And you have 4 or 5 touches in the last quarter and they'll all be goals. So he's obviously a classy player and he'll be one to watch for us come this weekend, but especially in finals if they can get there.
Yes, and then we roll into the last game where Brad Hards broke the Imperials games record on the weekend. Game 3-3-9.
Can you believe or imagine playing that long?
No. Well, luckily play 39 games. So kudos to Kim.
Absolutely. Congratulations, mate. That is a huge effort, but probably the result we all expected in this one.
They hung around for a while.
They did.
Imperials.
Absolutely, they did.
Go down. They obviously got up and about for Brad's 3-3-9 game. But in the end, class prevailed. Turner again doing what he does, back on for the Tiggies as well. This bloke's had a fantastic season.
Yeah.
He hasn't lowered his colours. Benny Galbraith, he's a star. He's been a star for a long time, premiership player. He never ever gives up, runs, takes on it real good.
Yeah, he is. And, you talk about the recruits they've had over the last couple of years and have come in and really topped them up. And this bloke goes under the radar, I think. Every week, he's a huge role player for him, generally gets a big job, and he's just in through and through. So kudos to him for sticking it out for the year. It'd be interesting to see what happens from here on in. But the big fella Steele is just finding some form at the right time
Have
of
a
the year.
look at the crop from
How's
the
that?
big fella.
Thanks for coming.
Front and centre.
Gives it to the crowd.
Yeah.
8 big ones. Is that the most this season in
8
his bag?
snags. I think that could be the biggest.
He's just cashed in on the bottom
snags,
side. He said
biggest
thanks,
snag of the year. But he had a great game a couple of weeks ago when he played higher up. He had 24, 25 disposals. Referee down deep. But the number 69 there was his time to shine. And he, yes.
Love it. I love it. Okay, beautiful. Given it, but no, when we come against the Tigs too, he was pivotal late and probably willed him over the line in the end. So some really good highlights there from this week's game.
Rightio, Sam, you know what time it is for the second last time of the year, is it? Oh, we're going to keep rolling through finals?
Yeah.
We'll keep rolling through.
Are we rolling through finals?
Yeah, why not? I think we're still here. Give us
Heard
the
it
nod.
here first.
Come back. Beautiful.
Can't get rid of us.
Can't get rid of us. That time of the week for Defender of the Week. And Defender of the Week this week goes to Liua Pohiva Polata. I hope I got the pronunciation of your name right, mate. But watching firsthand on the weekend for the job on Mitchell Roads, and a half board. Mitchell Roads I rate very highly. Absolute workhorse up and down the ground tirelessly. So Liao, I thought he did a fantastic job. Hasn't lit the world up by stats, but I just like the way he went about it. He was hard to play against. He defended first, wasn't afraid to peel off and help out other defenders, but then would help drive and give us something off the half back line. So, and all whilst keeping Mitch Rhodes for 1 goal. Good, fantastic job. 13 disposals, 4 rebounds, 56 1%ers, and just did his job. Defended like his life depended on it. He gave him an opportunity. So, Liao, you are my Defender of the Week.
I don't mind. Great job. It's nice to see someone outside the Ouyen Football Netball Club get the gig and get the nod. So, must have been an absolute belter, mate. Well done.
No, you went well. There was... Oh, we did look at a couple of the Oracle games. No, he got the nod. I like
Good.
it. So sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes it's just about doing your job.
I agree.
Donnie and Jonah were said, keep Rhodes by it, keep him to 1 goal. So, congratulations, mate. Defender of the Week. Righto, it's that time where we roll through the ladder, and this
We do.
has consequences on the weekend. We have sides locked in. There is one position up for grabs for the finals. Do you want to roll us through the ladder and we can talk about the ramifications?
We will. It's pretty close. We now have joint leaders top of the table.
Yep. You boys.
Days.
You boys have been asleep for the last 3 weeks. Yeah, continue.
Ben Rutten always told me, shop early, beat the rush.
Yeah, I like it.
We shopped early.
Yep.
You know what? We're beating the rush.
Exactly right.
Anyway, it's...
COVID toilet paper scenario. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Now, the D's and Tigs are out on top on 40 points, but this is where it gets interesting.
Yeah.
Ouyen Iron on 36.
Yep.
Mermaid and South on 32. Robinvale on 28.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, all still
Yes.
finals bound.
Can still make it. So,
Can.
Robinvale
Imson went in to follow.
need to win by 90 plus points.
They do.
And they need Urbane to lose. The blokes on the weekend.
Correct.
Could still mathematically make it.
Can Robinvale beat Wendy by 90 plus?
And there was a lot of spice in that game early in the year, so I
There was.
don't think Wentworth would allow it. They'd probably put 18 blokes back in the
Yeah.
defensive 50.
Yeah, and you're probably right. But to Wendy's credit, they haven't been blown out.
They have not lowered the white flag at
With
all.
the injuries they've had, they haven't been blown out once this season, I don't think.
Absolutely. No
So-
one finished very strong.
They will. So there's obviously a few games to watch there. We obviously take on Merbein. You know, we obviously want to nail down top spot. Merbein obviously want to win to play finals. South will be watching on and hoping that Merbein
Well, that has to be out.
lose.
That has to be out. Sure.
Well, yeah, but then you look at Redcliffe's on Rimple. You guys can lock in a top 2
Yeah,
finish.
they're-
Redcliffe's can take top spot.
They're playing finals. So I think
Yeah.
they're going to play finals.
Yep.
So I believe for the season that Merbein's had, and it's such an intriguing contest because, as you said off the top of the show, you've got 6 or 7 blokes maybe coming back into the side. And
Maybe.
the point of, well, you're just going to have to get game time into these blokes. They
Yeah, we
haven't
are.
been playing.
No, exactly right.
So
Exactly right.
the game itself, it's important for you guys, but it's about game time and getting those guys through.
Yep.
Whereas Merbein, they just have to win the
They just have to
finals,
win.
but they could still lose by a goal and still make it. So
Yeah, it's fascinating, and it's going to be interesting to sit here next week
yeah.
and look at what's unfolded because at the moment none of us know. It's all up in the air.
Now the other thing is too, if Redcliffe's beat Rimple and Merbein beat you guys, you will finish second and then you won't get the week off.
No.
Yeah. So there's probably a bit more in the
Yeah, there is absolutely.
yeah. Because as you say, you've had injuries, you probably want that week off, but then you probably want to play football too. I don't know. I've got no answers. Whichever way you go.
That's it. Look, let's get through this weekend and we'll reassess. But anyway,
Yes.
we'll take a look at the netballs because that's
Let's have a look
important as
at
well.
netball,
Romale and
absolutely.
Wentworth equal on 56. Then there's Daylight. My D girls. Come on, sitting there third. Ouyen on 36 points. Imps, South, Merbein and Rimple all follow. And there's one more crack for our big girls.
But again, they might get the Honourable Girls. The Honourable Girls are there about against Robinvale on the weekend. It's got blown out late. seems to be a trend. They're sort of there for 3 quarters and then get blown out late. Anyway,
Oh, you know what? For their sake, I hope they do.
Things
But
get up.
their ladder's probably not
Tiggs are gonna
quite
win.
as close.
Kerridge
But
is going to cook pizzas for you and put on a bit of a party for you.
yeah, right, done. If the
Done.
Tiggs
There
girls
you
get
go.
up, if the
Tiggs, you get
Tiggs
up.
girls get up,
Party on Kerridge.
give me a call.
Yeah, beautiful. I like it. That is our ladder overview. And up next, I'm looking forward to this chat. We've got Ouyen United Football Netball Club co-coach Luke Nathan joining us to discuss how well the Ouyen boys are travelling, because they are sneaking under the radar.
Yeah, they're going off. They're fine.
Hearing whispers that he's an avid coach.
Well, yeah, you can't blame him.
No,
He's only human.
yeah, exactly right. So stick around for more of the Footy Super Show after the break.
First impressions matter. And when you're selling your home, presentation starts long before the front door. You don't need to spend thousands, just a weekend and a bit of elbow grease. A tidy, well-kept exterior tells buyers the home has been cared for. Because a well-presented garden doesn't just frame your home, it frames the buyer's mindset. And when it's done right, it's the little things out front that open the door to something bigger.
Chemist warehouse in the middle of our street.
Discover Black Milk Specialty Coffee, Mildura's first true coffee institution, pouring premium 5 senses coffee on our Synesso MVP machine, paired with fresh creative breakfast, brunch and lunch. Black Milk Specialty Coffee, 51 Deakin Avenue, Mildura.
Welcome to the Footy Super Show. And now, here's Will and Sam.
Welcome back to the Footy Super Show. It is the time of the evening where we welcome our special guest, probably our most straddled special guest, all the way down from Underball, the coach of the Ouyen United Football Netball Club, Luke Nathan.
Thanks for having me, boys.
Welcome.
Cheers.
Welcome, mate.
Thank you.
Welcome to the studio.
Yeah, it's very impressive. Very impressive.
Welcome to the dungeon. Now, before we go into you two blokes got something in common, which I only realised.
Apart from good looks, what?
They're both very, very good-looking men. Both defeated one Will Callow in a grand final. So, yeah, thanks for that.
There you go. Yeah. No, goes a bit back, but yeah, no,
Yes.
good time.
I'll give us people a little bit more. When was it? What was the run there?
Well, what year did you play in? 16? 18?
16, 17. I retired 18.
You
I was
retired
coaching,
18. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, we got you 16.
Yeah, so I reckon you beat us in a...
Oh no, we got Sam 16.
16.
Sorry, that's
I
right.
was there, doesn't count.
Doesn't count. So then you got 17 and then got you just 18. So yes.
But you have been a very integral piece of the Ouyen Football United Club. 10 years now they've been in the league, mate. The success they've had. It's great to see you back up and about because you sort of pitted out a little bit. I think the league's all better for when Ouyen are up and going. So can you talk us through that journey, your involvement? And it's good to see when Ouyen are up and about playing some good football.
Yeah, it just stemmed from that merger. Merging with Ouyen was sort of like merging to the arch rivals like Port Adelaide and the Crows, I suppose. It's coming together. It was really tough in the early days to get it over the line, but they worked really hard. And there's a lot of guys still at the footy club that were a part of that and got it together. And then I was at the end of my footy playing days then and came in for that first season, and it was just electric when we came up here. It was very exciting and didn't know how we'd go. Obviously, the major league up here, but managed to be quite successful early, which sort of just got the momentum going for us. So it was really good.
You mean took the pitch?
Absolutely. Caught everyone napping.
Yeah.
We're talking off here before. My memories of going down there playing is going to be probably some of my favourite football memories. We go down there and it felt like a full tailgating experience. There was barbecues, there was beers, there was like everyone was having such a great time. The environment was amazing.
It was, yeah. Everyone just rallied around with, obviously there was, another 2 towns involved with Wolfie up and Underbull into Ouyen. So there's quite a large area there, quite a large population of people coming into the footy on Saturday and really enjoying it. And I still remember that first game up here at number 30. It was chockers. You couldn't move.
You wanted to steal any fun, chicory or anything else?
Day, I think everyone was here. It was brilliant. Yeah.
Absolutely. And look, it's probably been a bit remiss of us to try and get you in this late in the season, but you're not going under the radar. You've had a look at our team of the year, and what Sam and I have found out is, mate, you're probably a number one fan of the show. Tuning in.
Yes, I said to the boys, said to you, I do tune in and enjoy it every week. And
Clearly need to get a hobby there.
That's right. Don't tell the boss I worry. I'm just sitting there watching you boys on a Friday. But no, it's I think the comp's just gone up a level this year, and the interest in it's there, and you guys and along with Benny Fenner with his podcast do a great job promoting the league, and that's why I was happy to come on and just promote our neck of the woods as well. So it's great stuff.
We do appreciate it because we are travelling an hour and a half to come here, but you guys are fine. You've locked in your spot into the finals. We're going to talk a lot about it on tonight's show. We don't know where or who people inside the top 5 are going to finish. We've got some tight games, but you've locked in the finals appearance. You obviously got another game this weekend. Where do you think you finish?
That's the question, isn't it? That's $1 million question. Look, we've aimed for top 3 all year. So if we can somehow manage to get into that after the weekend sorts itself out, we'll be very happy. Obviously with that double chance. So. Look, it's going to be interesting, isn't it? It's going to be a cracker. So we'll see what happens.
I think you currently are 36 points with 107.78%. Up the Redcliffs that are 108.38. Orimple are 108.53. Verbena at 108.6, and then in the south at 108.54. Anything could happen.
Anything.
Feel the boots this week.
Oh, no, we're not going to say that. No, not at all. Not at all.
Come on.
Not at all. Not at all. No, we every game this year, as you would know, coaching, it's you can't go into the game thinking it's good. You just don't know.
And it's obviously, let's go back to talking about this season and how hard it is, because obviously coaching in general can be a tough caper, especially, even when you have a side that's been together for a long time and whatnot. You guys obviously have a fair few guys that make the travel every week and obviously getting the locals there to recommit. What's the messaging been throughout the year? How you managed to get the group to gel together and play some really good footy?
It's probably our biggest challenge to get them to gel, especially a lot of the guys at midfield, Bramage in the ruck, trying to get that connection with our local guys. It's our number one challenge. And we were disappointed round 1 losing, and there was a bit of pressure there with everything that's been happening. But we've managed to just gel a bit more and grow over the weeks, and a few buys, a few hiccups in there as well. But generally, we're just building hopefully nicely towards the end of this year, and the guys in Adelaide all train together, which is really important, and we obviously do up here. So just getting that connection, and week by week we seem to be doing that. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we can undersell the job yourself and Luke are doing, purely from that fact. Well, you look at Kerridge's D's, they've probably got 40 to 50 people on the training track. Orimple would be the exact same numbers-wise. These guys are training separately and then trying to pull it together on Saturday. I think that's what makes it more impressive. And I have had a couple of conversations with a few of the Ouyen lads down there. Obviously, logistically, you have to recruit heavily. You just don't have the population in the town. You've got some great kids. I saw them firsthand. Every deal young bloke getting fixed and counted up at a weekend, but there is a gap. So it's a complete different kettle of fish.
Absolutely. No under 18 side. We've got an under 16s, which is pretty undermanned. And that's no disrespect to those boys. They have a crack every week. But they're under the pump a bit. And a lot of them are actually playing in the seniors too. There's 3 or 4 guys that could still play under 16s that pop up in the seniors and seconds. So we've got to recruit geographically where we are. We've got to be successful and keep the football club viable. So managed to get onto a good bunch of guys this year, which is it's been really important. We recruit good people as well as footballers, and we've managed to do that. So it's certainly aided our success so far. Yeah, getting into that finals.
I saw that
series.
firsthand when you came to Hensfield Oval a couple of weeks ago on Sponsors Day of all days. I was talking about it, but that was the first thing I said to Luke. I said, you recruited quality people because they coughed it. They wore it on the chin, walked straight to the marquee, had a beer and go with feet after going. I thought, right, they've done their homework, we have the right people into fit your own mould. So that was really, really pleasing to see, as well as being absolute stars. Have you got anything for us on Johnson? Is he the better footballer in the family? I'm assuming he's not a better cricketer in the family.
I don't know about cricket, but I think he's got football covered. No, he's just super professional, coming straight out of the SANFL. You talk about training and how hard this guy works during the week. He's constantly on the phone to myself, and obviously he's with Adelaide, with Luke at Adelaide. So he just makes sure he's got everything covered and turns up ready to go. He's been a great help for me. Obviously, been out of coaching a little while, and to have him come out of SANFL and just help on a Saturday with little things. And he's a super recruit for us. Yeah.
Can he win a McLeod medal, or is Mr. Sherlock going to steal too many votes off him?
Sherls will want me to say he's going to win it. 100%. No, Sherls is a ripper too. No, look, I think he can. Yep. Yeah.
If you've got to pick one between those two, who are you going to hang on?
Up and down.
Can the other one two double it?
No, I don't think they can do that. That might be a bit hard, but there's been plenty of blokes.
He's got Bramage too.
Bramage Shirley will get a few too. So, look, hopefully they all three are up there in the end. But
He's dodged the internet. I want you to look down the camera
Pick one.
and give the boys one.
Who's the one that's most likely to buy?
I would say, I'll say Sherls.
Right.
You folded that.
You've got the
Sherls has been brilliant. They've all been good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look, hopefully we're celebrating something before that medal comes up anyway, but we'll wait and see.
Kel, I've got a couple. Enough about Ouyen and how they're going and this type of stuff, mate. Give us a bit of your journey.
Yeah, spin us off.
Tell us, where it all started, a bit of your background. Highs, lows.
Adelaide boy, born and bred, southern suburbs, Flagstaff Hill. Started out with South Adelaide as a junior, and then they swapped all the zones because South we used to win everything, so they swapped all the zones out. Went to West Adelaide from 14 years onwards and just went through the grades there and loved it. I had a real good crew of mates who we still catch up to this day, pretty tight. So just enjoy playing footy there. Got to the age of 28, 29 and the game was getting a bit ahead of me at that stage and made the country move. We thought we'll come up for a year. There was 3 or 4 of us from Westies that came up to Underball for one season, have a go. And 2 of us end up meeting our wives there, getting married. And then I actually came back for 1 year to Adelaide just to play. I was sick of the travelling. I was travelling at that stage. So came back for 1 year and then the club came back and said, no, let's get you back and get that connection back. So went back and moved up and haven't left. So that's in a nutshell, basically, yeah. Yep.
But the story.
What a start.
Bit of romance in there too.
Yeah. And turns out she can play netball as well. So
she's going up there. Yeah. They're probably the easy questions, mate. It's now time to flick you out of the big shot because now it's time for Sam's quick fire question.
Yeah, we won't keep you long, mate, because we know you got a big drive back and the young fella sitting over here in the studio just
doing his homework,
smarting down the McFlurry and thought not to bring any of us one, but that's okay, mate. So I'll ask the questions on it, the first answer that comes to your head.
This could be dangerous.
Great copy. Brought to you by Black Milk, so get out and see the boys. You got a nice little coffee voucher there. I actually gave him one this week, which is good.
No, I didn't see it.
No, there's zero. Didn't get one. Yours is coming.
Right,
speaking of, what's your coffee order?
I don't drink it. Yeah, I don't like it.
There you go. Well, I've never had one, or just
I have, but it speeds me up too much.
what about a little espresso?
No, I'm blank. I'll go away. I'll go away with the boys trip, and they're all on the coffee Sunday morning next day, and I'll get in the black tea, and they just give it to me. Yeah,
Good day.
It's better than having a hot chockey. A couple of people I know drink hot chockies.
Bit of a movie fan, mate. What's your favourite movie?
The Departed.
Oh, yeah, good.
Yeah,
Can't tell, Sam.
The Departed. Leo DiCaprio and that day. Yeah, get onto it.
All right.
It's a good movie.
If there was 3 people you could invite over for dinner, past, present, famous, non-footballers, who would you invite?
That's a super one. I'm gonna go with Kurt Cobain. Yeah, I like my music, so I'm going to go him. Obviously, I'm going to go the obvious sportsman, Michael Jordan. Yeah. He'd be a ripper.
He'd be a staple in my 3, wouldn't he? Have to wait.
And I'm going to go back with the music theme. I reckon John Lennon would be cool to have a beer with. Yeah.
We'll pause it here. So you got an instrument or anything?
I dabble on guitar a bit. Yeah, but I'm no.
A few skewies, careful, my God.
Get a lava lamp too, boy.
They were early days, pre-kids.
I do sneak out on a Sunday occasionally. There's an old farmhouse out near where we live, out the back of Underbull there, and there's a bit of a studio set up, so a few guys get out there and have a jam. So yeah, there's a few beers and a few guitars going. And
we should have got the man of lava lamp in the studio.
None of that.
Beautiful. Hey, right, back on the focus here. Idol going up.
Peter Motley. I don't know if you guys remember Peter Motley. So Peter Motley, I was a Sturt supporter. Yep. Dad always took me to every Sturt game. He grew up, he was a Sturt supporter as well. So Peter Motley was drafted to Carlton with Craig Bradley and Stephen Kernahan in 85 or 6, something like that. And he was in a car crash on the way home from training in his second year for Carlton. And if you go back, look up on YouTube, everyone, Peter Motley. The story of Peter Motley, it is unbelievable. He was touted as he bet better than those two. He stood Gary Ablett in the state game against Victoria and touted him. So he was my hero. I just idolised him, and he's a brilliant footballer.
All right. Any pre-game superstitions? Playing days, coaching days?
Not really. No, not really. Didn't really get into it. Yeah. Just I had a routine, but there was no real. Saying jocks or nothing like that. Yeah, sorry.
I'll keep this one, but I probably know the answer. And so does Will. Most annoying teammate at the moment.
Oh, it has to be Sherlock. Yeah.
I should have said other than Sherlock. Who's the most annoying?
His social media. Him and Bramage probably are on par with their social media accounts. So no, Shells is a ripper.
Right, you might have answered this, but not at the footy club. Where might we find you?
Yeah, Underbull Club's about to open up again. So you might find me there in the next few weeks. So yeah,
that into being surely surely during the season.
Been shut since COVID. So
I'll give it a plug.
So the Ouyen publicans come down the highway and got her up and running. So
you'll run both.
So yeah, it's going to be exciting.
Imagine a few loose nights there.
Yes. So it's has been in the past, and I'm sure they'll fire up again. So.
Beautiful. Best player you played with?
I just mentioned a guy at West Adelaide, Dean Howard. He was an on board. He played a few Crows games and for Carlton, but just he could solid win games of footy for you if you wanted him.
Beautiful.
To. So
probably know the answer, but beer, wine or spirits, man?
Definitely beer.
Beautiful.
Melbourne bitter.
Yeah, my favourite one. Will and I coming over for dinner. What are you for goodness?
Kyra will probably. Kyra won't. Kyra's mother, my mother-in-law, the greatest country. Greatest country cook. That right, Bill. Greatest country cook that's ever lived. She's amazing. So she's actually kept me alive probably the last.
All right. So what's she with for?
Roast lamb. Home, lamb roast.
Mate, there are quick fire questions. Thanks for participating. They were too bad, so like. Again, big shout out to Black Milk and the boys down there. Get in to get a coffee, breakfast. Otherwise, look after you.
No, right. Very, very good. Hey, Bill, come over here, mate. Jump in with that job here. Come stand next to the old man here. Come over. You stand next to the old boy there. I've got a couple more questions. Tell us about Dad's attitude. When he gets a win, he's obviously pretty happy, but when he gets a loss, what's he like? Is he sulk a bit at home or does he get on with it?
Oh, yeah, he's sort of like, I don't really know much.
She's a sulphur-fish, yeah.
Yeah, he's not very happy most of the time.
Do you sit up and watch the Footy Super Show with him?
Aye.
Yeah, right. Got any feedback for Sam down there? Any words of encouragement? Don't know.
He's just had a McFlurry. What was the order? What was in it? Oreo McFlurry. There you go.
Who do you take your advice from, my mum, the superstar netballer, or dad? Dad. Very good, mate. He's an absolute champion. Absolute champ. Thank you very much, boys, for coming down the hallway and joining us. All the best for the finals campaign.
Thank you. Yeah, no, very exciting.
Please send through your feedback on our team of the year, because we're going to have to finalise that after this week.
I don't know how you do it. Tough job.
We weighing it up. But if you think we need to put a few more Ouyen footballers in there, we can.
No, it was
all the best to the finals campaign. It's been a ripping season. Good to see Ouyen up and going again. And Bill, hopefully you're getting plenty of kicks during the weekend, mate.
Thank you.
Good, stick around for more on the Footy Super Show after the break.
First impressions matter. And when you're selling your home, presentation starts long before the front door. You don't need to spend thousands, just a weekend and a bit of elbow grease. A tidy, well-kept exterior tells buyers the home has been cared for. Because a well-presented garden doesn't just frame your home, it frames the buyer's mindset. And when it's done right, it's the little things out front that open the door to something bigger.
Chemist warehouse in the middle of our street.
Discover Black Milk Specialty Coffee, Mildura's first true coffee institution, pouring premium 5 senses coffee on our Synesso MVP machine, paired with fresh creative breakfast, brunch and lunch. Black Milk Specialty Coffee, 51 Deakin Avenue, Mildura.
Welcome to the Footy Super Show. And now, here's Will and Sam.
And welcome back to the Footy Super Show. That was a great chat with Luke.
It was. He's got them fit and firing. So it'll be interesting to see what plays out in the coming week.
Got some bloody quality players in that side.
They've got some stars.
Yeah.
They've recruited well.
They're
good on the field.
So.
They're good off the field, I've heard too.
Yes, well, that's what you need. You've got to be the complete package.
You need a balance.
Absolutely.
Need a balance.
Hey, we don't get to do what we do without our sponsors, so thanks to White Mildura and Chemist Warehouse Mildura.
Yes, big shout out to Black Milk on Deakin Avenue there, Zach, Paddy. We'll look after you, coffee, breakfast, anything, which is great.
Dinner now, too.
They're doing a couple of little Friday night dinners, Uber Eats and cheeseburger sliders and stuff like that, which is great. But car needs, mate.
Yeah.
If you've got something you need for your car, who's here, mate?
Yeah, mate, Robbo.
Yeah, mate, Robbo.
Got to give Brett Robinson a call.
Down in Mildura Auto Service, 0451 033 267. He's your man. Give him a bell. And another big shout out to the boys down at 1467, Damien Bradshaw and Big Pirate for all their great coverage of our matches.
What about the king? What about the king of breakfast radio?
Yes.
Our man. Hey, Davey Burrows. Shout out to the king.
Good on you, boys.
King,
Well
we love
Great
your
job.
work.
Appreciate the support. Good.
That's right. Absolutely. We can't sit here
No,
and
we can't,
talk
mate.
the jargon
We
that
can't.
we do.
You're right.
Righto. Let's get into the juicy stuff, mate. The tips. You've got 1 week. Oh, we're going to keep going through the finals. Do we throw you a lifeline, maybe? Do we throw?
Hey,
I should just squash you and bury you right now because I've had to sing a song.
I'm
but,
happy to play fair and square, but if you want to keep going, I'm happy to keep going. Maybe there's a minor punishment for the full season.
Yeah, right.
And then there's
minor
a-
Premier win.
A
Two
punishment for the.
I'll get you twice.
Well,
I'll get you twice.
That's only a minor.
Well, no, I think that's fair.
Righto.
Let's roll into the games. I think there's so many good games here, but I think the game of the round has to be the D's versus Merbein. Merbein are playing for a finals berth, which they thoroughly deserve. They've been nothing short of bloody amazing this year. From where they've come from, I want to see them play finals. South do not want to see them play finals. So we're going to say that's our game of the round.
Which will be huge.
Which will be absolutely huge. We've got a contest between Irimple and Redcliffs, which has ramifications. That game is for double chance, essentially. The winner of that one.
Essentially. And potentially a week off for Redcliffe.
Exactly. And Ouyen will be looking to also lock in the double chance, get some percentage as well.
Yep.
And they could, in a roundabout way, if they had a big win and other results, they could finish on top of the ladder.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
It's crazy.
It's off its head, really. But no, exciting. And then the Wenny take on Rombar, which was going to be a twilight game. I think they brought that into a daytime game,
right.
which is probably better for the punters. You know, everyone can.
And let's not beat around the bush. That was nothing short of a bloodbath last time they
It was,
played.
yeah.
So I'm sure there will be
It'd be a bit
no
fortunate,
love lost
I would have
in
thought.
that game.
But no, some massive rounds, and we're really looking forward to seeing what this weekend can produce.
Rightio. Let's get stuck into it. Irimple versus Redcliffs, out at Redcliffs.
Well, you're obviously going to go Irimple.
Yes.
I'm obviously a couple behind in the tip. Well, can we come back to that game?
Then we roll into Mildura and Merbein.
Well, I'm obviously going Mildura.
You're going the D's. This is... you still might be able to get me on the tips here. We might have just completely different tips.
Who are you going?
You've got... My mail's telling me that you're going to have 6 or 7 coming back in. You've got one side that's definitely playing finals versus a side that is playing for their season. Can they stand up to that pressure? And then again, Mildura have to win to get a week off, finish top. Yeah, can we come back to that? No, well, you know what? I'm going for Merbein. I'm going for Hawley's men to get the job done, to play finals.
Wenny Rombar. I'm going Rombar. Still a chance in finals.
We'll go for
Wenny
as well.
I'd love to see Wenny win at home.
I'd say we're both tipping Ouyen as well.
We're both tipping Ouyen.
Yeah.
So
we've got two tips different here.
No, well, yeah.
So it could be back to level B.
I'll go Redcliffe.
Or it could be lights
Tigs at
out.
home.
Could be
Tigs at
lights
home or
out.
it could be
Tigs
lights
at
out.
home.
Righto.
Could be lights out. Let's talk a little bit more about the game of the round.
Yeah.
I don't want you to
Hit me.
get off scot-free. Who are we likely to see coming back for the D's? Rojo's been out for a while now. Are we going to see him before finals? If it's a no, he's going out of my team of the year because he's been out for a month or more now.
No, like you mentioned, and we're here to talk footy. We do have quite a few that may make a return. I think off the sheer fact that we need to get some game time into them. It's all well and good to be up fit training, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Hopefully later in the season, it's all about putting the steps in place to make sure
Rojo's not playing if you read through,
we're humming
read through the
along.
lines.
We've obviously still got to train
Yes, true.
and get through, but I think Mitchie Rogerson may make an appearance.
Rightio, really good. So just back through the twos on the weekend.
Yeah.
Mitchie just come through.
Midday show, but no, there will be a few included. Yep.
Right. Last time you met was out at Kenny Park. Very, very close game. And when we watched that, I thought Lockie was about to tear the game apart. And then he went down with what looked like an ankle injury. And I don't think he's been the same player since that thing. So I think he's been carrying that ankle. Who is likely to go to him again? And we spoke about young Seward, did a great job last time on Tipper. Surely he gets the job on Tipper, coming off 5 snags as well.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Lockie probably has been carrying something. So if he's ever going to rip the Band-Aid off, it'll be against us. And he's probably hit 10. So that'll be great. But no, look, we've got a couple of really good defenders. I think Big Bush being that biggest set body.
Straight to Corey.
I would think so.
Yep.
Again, we'll obviously don't have match committee, but Benny Hurley, who's probably another one who's a bit more, has played on some of those.
He's probably the better matchup
Yeah,
for Lockyer.
He is, in my opinion.
Or could you go somewhere, use a Nathan Nolan on him as well? and then you get to throw Benny Hurley as the third, where then he can sort of float off in between.
Yeah, potentially. I think obviously our midfield's a little bit light on at the moment. RJ Watson's been out with the shoulder. He played his first game back on the weekend. He'll need to manage some minutes. Paulo Costa's been out with a hand. He'll obviously need to be managing some minutes. So
Mel's back as well.
I think Mel's will be back this weekend. So there's a few guys that are sort of going to come back in and play some footy through that midfield, but whether they can go all day in there is another question. So we'd probably love to maybe try something like that, but I think we're going to be a little bit light on in our midfield in terms of time on legs. So Nathan's probably going to have to be used on the inside at times.
Yep.
So we'll see how that plays out throughout the game.
I'm going to throw my 2 cents in here just because I can.
If you will,
if I'm coaching Merbein, I am putting Lockyer one out with Tippo down the goal square. I'm clearing everyone else out the forward line, and I'm saying to just get it in there. Scrappy on the ground, doesn't have to be long and high, because we know how good at intercept the markers the big boosh and hurls are, and that's where a lot of your drive comes from. On the flip side, I'm doing the exact same thing.
Just on that, I'd pay to see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I know it's against us this weekend, and
it'd be
I
good
hope that's what they don't do. However,
it'd be good to see.
Can you imagine that?
Oh, absolutely. And then on the flip
I'd pay
side,
$10 for that.
on the flip side, I want to see Reynolds and Kerridge inside the forward 50, and I don't want anyone else to go in there.
Well, we're probably not up to the calibre of Lockyer and Tipper.
No,
am I
absolutely
Tipper or am I
not.
Lockyer? I'm probably Tipper, just a small light on your feet. We probably move similar.
Absolutely, but that is what I'm paying my $10 for, because that's what I want to see at both ends of the ground.
Just
and then
a good old-fashioned shootout.
We talk about the battle between Big Zachy Phillips and Big Rixie in the middle as well. Ashrow and Douche. We know they're going to come in physical. We know you've got a few blokes that are going to be underdone. So it's going to be, one, a beautiful tune-up for you guys heading into a finals campaign, or two, it's an advantage to Merbein.
Yeah, and they'll probably play it as an advantage to them, and we'll probably look at it from, as you said, a perfect opportunity for us to tune everyone up and make sure we've got some good minutes into the guys we need, and then we're all rolling, and no excuses come finals. But look, I'll get on a Hawley, you get on an Alves, and if we can get that happening, mate, I mean...
That's what I'm there for. That is what I'm all for. But then the other thing I want to see too in the matchups is I want to see you and Douche going at it head-to-head just for a stint in the midfield for a little bit.
Yeah, just a couple of balls.
It's just what I want. That's what I want to get for me $10.
Me and Douche played together back in the Bendigo Bombers VFL days. I was 23rd man in the Pioneers, and he was a senior leader there trying to make an AFL list, which was good. So
he would still run through you tomorrow.
Yep, he wouldn't hesitate.
He would not hesitate at all.
Yeah, no, that'd be good too. I'd be happy for that.
Well, that's going to be our game for the round. That's what excites me about those games, and it's a final. That's what we'd love to see in finals.
Well, it is. It's a great dress rehearsal for everyone. If Merbein happen to win and make it, well, they've had that week build up with the pressure and the expectation, and then be able to deliver on game day in that finals-like atmosphere. And again, it's the same for us. We're backs against the wall. We've got to win, and we've got to start playing some good footy.
Absolutely, mate. That's our show.
It is.
Good show. Enjoyed the chat with Luke and Bill, Nathan.
Yeah. Still faded didn't bring us a McFlurry, but that's all right.
He's actually the first person ever to receive a black milk voucher. I physically saw that pass and exchange hands.
Look, and if you have happened to be on the show, we're obviously busy in our, day-to-day jobs and life, and being a real estate agent, drinking coffees and stuff. It gets busy. Busy. But if you've been on the show and you haven't received a coffee card yet, just make sure you go in and see Will. He's got them all in his pocket. Gladly picture.
Yeah, just put it on Sam Kerridge's tab at black milk. Just tick that.
No, in all seriousness, hit me up. I've got one for you.
Yeah. I like it. Hey, next week we're going to have to bite the bullet and finalise our team of the year. That's going to have to be on next week's show.
I like it.
Buy swap.
Have we worked out where footy trip is?
No, not yet.
We'll throw it to the group that's in.
Yeah, I like it. We'll finalise that. So that'll be on next week's show. We look forward to seeing what the fallout will be. See who's playing finals. See what position who's not playing finals. But thanks for joining us for another episode of the Footy Super Show, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
First impressions matter. And when you're selling your home, presentation starts long before the front door. You don't need to spend thousands, just a weekend and a bit of elbow grease. A tidy, well-kept exterior tells buyers the home has been cared for. Because a well-presented garden doesn't just frame your home, it frames the buyer's mindset. And when it's done right, it's the little things out front that open the door to something bigger.
Chemist warehouse in the middle of our street.
Discover Black Milk Specialty Coffee, Mildura's first true coffee institution, pouring premium 5 senses coffee on our Synesso MVP machine, paired with fresh creative breakfast, brunch and lunch. Black Milk Specialty Coffee, 51 Deakin Avenue, Mildura.
Sun City Streaming thanks our wonderful sponsors for their generous support for our community YouTube channel and the Footy Super Show. Tesco Inland Petroleum, White Mildura, Chemist Warehouse Mildura, and Fisher Developments.